Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest the guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
I had clients describe MDC as hell, as the worst conditions.
The deeper we go, the more we uncover. Just when you think you've hit the bottom, there's another layer to dig into. Jay-Z's involved in more than just music, he's got his hands in everything. We're talking real estate, tech companies, and some businesses that sound more like fronts than legitimate operations. It's like he's built an entire second empire, hidden in the shadows of the one we all know. So why is this such a big deal? Because Jay-Z is supposed to be the example of someone who made it legit. He's the blueprint, the one who proved you could rise from the streets to the boardroom, but this phone call paints a different picture. It shows a man who never really left the game, he just found a way to play it smarter, and trust me, we're only scratching the surface here. This hidden empire of Jay's has more twists and turns than a roller coaster. Hold on tight, because we're about to go even deeper. The tea's about to get even hotter, and you won't believe who else is caught up in this mess. Jay-Z might be the king, but his empire is built on some seriously shaky ground, and it's starting to crack.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere.
The speculation about Janice's involvement picked up steam when it was revealed that Diddy had allegedly moved a large portion of his wealth into her name. This wasn't just a random decision, it appears to have been a strategic move to protect his assets if his legal issues worsened. Diddy is facing some of the most serious accusations of his career, including high-profile lawsuits, federal charges, and even property seizures. By transferring ownership of some of his valuable possessions to his mother, Diddy might have hoped to shield his fortune. However, this move has only sparked more questions, with critics now wondering how much Janice played a role in enabling her son's actions.
I love you.
Love you too.
Then there's the matter of their relationship, which some have called unusually close. A video recently surfaced showing Diddy and Janice kissing on the lips, and it quickly sparked a frenzy on social media.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone. But the story...
Some brushed it off as a harmless moment between a mother and her son, but others found it deeply unsettling, especially with the serious allegations surrounding Diddy. To add to the speculation, people noticed that Janice was wearing white nail polish in the video, a detail that might seem minor, but took on new meaning after Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie, claimed in a lawsuit that he had a specific obsession with women wearing white nails during private moments. This strange connection has led many to question whether Janice knew about her son's alleged preferences, or, worse, if she was involved in any way.
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
The story doesn't stop there. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gone Deal, has said their relationship was more than just close, it was toxic. He claims Diddy often disrespected his mother, treating her like a subordinate. Gene even stepped in once when Diddy berated Janice in public, warning him to never speak to her that way again. There are also claims from a former business partner that Diddy physically lashed out at his mother in a fit of rage, which, if true, paints a troubling picture of their
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
Gene also shared a shocking story where Janice allegedly tried to assert control over him by asking him to run errands, like getting food from her car. When he refused, tensions grew, and Gene suggested that Diddy's decision to reduce his security detail and let him go might have been influenced by Janice's resentment. To make matters worse, Gene hinted that Janice may have had a personal interest in him.
It seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't.
Perhaps the most troubling aspect of this saga is how Janice has consistently defended Diddy, regardless of the severity of the allegations against him. As more accusers have come forward, Janice has stood by her son, calling the charges lies fueled by financial greed. She even blamed his accusers for trying to ruin his reputation. While some may see this as a mother's unconditional love, others view it as her refusal to hold her son accountable for his actions.
Complete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his.
Janice's loyalty to Diddy goes beyond emotional support, it's also financial. By holding his assets, she's tied her fortunes to his, leading some to question if she's protecting his innocence or her own interests. Critics argue she's enabling Diddy's actions and may be complicit. Reports suggest investigators might think the same. On top of that, Janice has been deeply involved in Diddy's business dealings. Artists from Bad Boy Records have accused him of withholding royalties, and one critic, Ma, claims Janice has the records and has helped Diddy maintain control, despite ongoing calls for fair compensation.
Of course, there's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers.
Darker rumors about Janice's role in Diddy's troubles have been circulating for years. Some believe she may not just be an enabler, but an active participant in his controversial actions. While there's no solid proof, the ongoing speculation shows how much the story has escalated. As Diddy's legal battles continue, Janice's involvement will likely face more scrutiny. Will investigators find evidence linking her to his alleged crimes, or will she manage to stay clear of the chaos? One thing's certain, the Combs family saga is far from over.
I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
If you thought Diddy's legal troubles have sparked a flood of conspiracy theories, dragging other celebrities and industry insiders into the mix. Could Diddy have been acting with others? And what about the mysterious white parties? Were they just extravagant events, or was something darker happening? The story is far from over, and the lines between fact and fiction are starting to blur.
Diddy's mom has finally spoken out amidst everything that is happening right now. Janice Small Combs provided a statement to some outlets via her attorney. So she starts off by saying it's very heartbreaking to see her son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies.
If you thought Diddy's family drama and his mother's involvement were shocking, get ready for more. Diddy's arrest and the growing lawsuits have brought industry insiders and wild conspiracy theories into the spotlight. The rumors surrounding these connections
took
are
Sean Diddy Combs into custody.
Notice.
He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door.
The infamous white parties were legendary in Hollywood, with celebrities mingling in luxury. However, Diddy's legal troubles have raised questions about the true nature of these events. Some former attendees claim they were stages for darker dealings, where favors were exchanged and secrets kept. There were reports of uncomfortable pressure to participate in certain activities. Rumors also suggest Diddy kept detailed records of the parties to maintain control over Hollywood's elite.
There are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case.
This brings us to the celebrities who were regulars at Diddy's white parties, including Jay-Z, Jennifer Lopez, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and even Justin Bieber. While none of these stars have been directly linked to any wrongdoing, their associations with Diddy have led fans to wonder what they might have witnessed or been involved in. One theory circulating online is that some of these celebrities could have been complicit in helping Diddy maintain his alleged secretive empire. Were they turning a blind eye for personal gain, or were they simply unaware